Hey, everybody, welcome to the White Print Podcast. I am Coach White, and I got my man, my host, the pod master himself, Mr. Long. But you know what, Mr. Long, I'm gonna start calling you Coach Long. We both coaches now, man. Your new
So,
name is Coach Long.
so I'm getting a promotion, an upgrade.
You promoted, man. You promoted, man. You promoted, baby. You promoted. What we
Sounds
got
good to
tonight,
me.
man? What we got tonight?
Man, we're in
All
episode
right.
number
What we got tonight
14
for
of the White Print Podcast. We are talking
14?
the food truck business 101. And of course, you see Coach White,
Food truck business 101.
he's standing in front of one of his food trucks, the Wing Wagon.
Yep.
So tell
Yep.
us a little bit about how you got started with the Wing Wagon food truck.
Well. So what happened is I had a before I even got the wing wagon, I had a food truck, and it was just a blank canvas, it was a white trailer, and didn't have any writing on it. I put a stick on it. When I did fish, I said I'm doing fish. When I'm doing chicken, I said I'm doing chicken. But what I realized is people like to come to a food truck with a brand. And I know everybody that cooks say, I'm gonna get a food truck. Well, I'm gonna help anybody. This episode tonight is gonna help anybody that wants to do a food truck. I got a lot of stuff on my iPad tonight that's gonna help you tonight. And I am ready for all the questions and I'm gonna give you answers and I'm gonna give a little bit more because actually today we're gonna be talking about the permits, the money, and the mistakes and the location of the food truck. So it's so many different things that goes on to to making money with a food truck. Because just because you got a food truck, that don't mean you're gonna make money with the food truck. It's so many different things you have to do to make position yourself to be right with your food truck. So, like I said, we got. I know Mr. Long has Coach Long has a lot of questions, and I got a lot of answers. So, give me your first one, man. Let's go.
Now, when it comes to opening up a food truck, what are some of the permits
hmm
and licenses that you need to have in place first?
Well, the first thing is you got to have a commissary kitchen to get a license in any jurisdiction that you want to participate in. So, like for me, I already have a brick and mortar, so I don't need to get a commissary kitchen because I already have a commissary kitchen because I'm using the actual wing wagon brick and mortar. You see what I'm saying? So, like if you go and do a festival or something like that, you need to permit wherever, like if you're in Baltimore City or if you're in DC, every city, every county, every town has their own different permits. Now, what I did see in Texas that they're going to make one permit for everybody for the whole state, and I wish they
Wow.
did that in Maryland too, because that would eliminate a whole lot of drama. You know what I'm saying? Because but the thing about it is, in Baltimore City, you can get a 1 day permit, you know,
Hmm.
and go to AdFrame or Artscape and work. So it's so many different permits and variables that you got to understand with this food truck business. You know, now if you park at your church and you open during the day, they might not say nothing, but then somebody might call and say, "Oh, there's a food truck open at that church every day on the parking lot." Then a health department might come,
Hmm.
shut you down, and different things like that. So you got to get health department permits. You got to have a commissary. You got to have parking passes. Some places your truck has to pass inspection. You know, you got to have sinks. You got to have 4 sinks. You got to have a sanitized sink, a wash sink, a soak sink, and then you got to have a hand washing sink. So it's so many different things you got to have on your truck when it's time to open up your truck. So yeah, it's a lot of little stuff. But like I said, it's not hard if your truck can pass inspection. Yep, it's not hard. And like I said today, I even did a food truck today, and and the food truck is now driving the store because
Oh
now
wow.
the food truck is a billboard. It's a bill. So you see, if I step out the rack, I got the Wing Wagon logo. I got our social medias. I got our phone number. I got everything you need. So when we walking down the street, it's a billboard. It's a walking billboard. So you got to get your stuff professionally wrapped and branded. That's going to mean the whole difference. And when you're advertising your food truck, you got to spend the money. And we get into money because I know you're going to have a money question.
And I also know that, of course, you had to have the right licenses and stuff in place, but also you're
Yep,
dealing with
yep,
handling food. So, what type of food
yep.
certifications would you need to have in place for your food
Well,
truck?
everybody business should have a safe serve. Safe serve is the um, national, worldwide safe serve. Everybody, when you get inspected, they're going to ask you, do you have your safe serve certification? So it's called safe serve. It's something that you
Safe
can go
serve.
online and do. Yeah, they got classes, different things like that. You get your safe serve. You got classes, different things like that, and you get your safe serve permit, and then that will be posted on your truck if you don't have a brick and mortar. For mine, it's posted in the store, and also I put a copy on the truck. Depends on what event we're doing and where we at. Yeah. So safe serve, you gotta have that.
So, someone wants to go ahead and they want to jump into this business. Now, what type of money should they have, on hand to start their
Well,
food truck?
well, I don't do food trucks. I do food trailers. Still called a food truck, right?
Hmm.
But what happens is, so this is a small trailer that I'm in front of right now. This is my small trailer. This trailer is probably, so my big trailer is 12 feet long. This trailer is probably only 7 feet long, and it's still a two-man station. But if you're talking about what you need, so let's run down. A used trailer is going to be eight. You're looking at, well, you can get trailers like 1,500 on marketplace. It depends on the
Hmm.
condition, depends on what you're trying to do, depends on your setup, how big you want your setup to be. Um, this setup right now is really small. This setup can be for a two-man or really one person with a fryer, the four sinks, a countertop, a fridge, um, lights, electric, different things like that. One person can cook chicken, you can cook fish, um, you can do pretty much anything you can do on any food truck in here, but we just don't have a griddle. You can't like you don't we don't have a cooktop on this one. But you can fry all your food. You can fry your French fries. You can fry your chicken. You can do all of that on here. But you talking about? I think I paid $1,500 for this trailer. But as you can see, I'm a pan a little bit. I'm a pan a little bit. As you can see, you know this trailer is not that big. And if you starting out, I would say start out with something like this if you don't want to spend a lot of money. But this truck right here cost me about $8,000 to fit. Now it
Oh,
cost me eight
wow.
thousand dollars because I go to New York, the Bronx. I get everything from from all the suppliers, the Chinese suppliers in the Bronx, the little sinks, the hood, everything from the Bronx. I go up there early in the morning. I leave my house 2 o'clock. I get up there early, load my truck up, put all the sinks I need, all the hoods I need, because they specify in food trucks. Now you can go on Amazon and buy it, but I like to touch my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
like to have a relationship with real people, and that way, you know, they actually talking to me. They actually giving coaching me. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest thing is when you do Amazon with stuff like that, it comes to you. You don't have an idea of how to hook it up. You don't. It's relationships is where business starts. Tonight's nugget is relationship is where business
This
starts.
stuff.
And having a relationship with somebody instead of having a relationship with Amazon, you can call them and say, "Oh, I'm gonna send it back." But having a relationship with people with knowledge, because that's where we mess up a lot of times because we don't use relationships. We say, "Oh, I'm gonna do it online, whatever." But if you have relationships where you building a multi-million-dollar business, I'm trying to build a multi-million-dollar brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not trying to I'm not trying to build something that's just going to be around next week. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm ready to sell it, I'm gonna have real equity. I'm gonna have real equipment. I'm gonna have a real brand that I can sell. I'm not in love with the wing wagon, but is a vehicle. Say for instance, somebody want to get into the chicken game, and an NBA player say, "Man, I like your brand,"
Hmm.
or NFL player retired, he got $500,000 to throw at me. He can have it because guess what? Easy as I built this one, I can build another one. So a food truck is gonna cost you 25 to 100K. That's a used
Oh
one.
wow.
You know, generator is gonna cost you anywhere between 250. Depends on your setup. Depends on you gonna have electric fryers, gas fryers, stuff like that. And then the wrapping, the wrapping for this truck is about 1,000 because it's small. But my other truck cost me 2,000. Um, so it's just different price points to get into it. But like I said, I'm Coach White, so you can go on my website lcwhite.com, lcwhiteinvest.com. Message me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, any of those places, and I guarantee you I can give you all the information you need. Now, is it free? No, it's not free. This podcast is free. This podcast is giving you some
Yeah,
nuggets and some instruction. That's why I love this podcast because I'm giving you information that if you don't want to hire me or if you don't want me to coach you or mentor you on the subject that we're talking about tonight, you can you can listen to this podcast. I'm gonna throw some different, like I said, in the Bronx, it's probably warehouse after warehouse with kitchen equipment. Uh, Different things like that. So you can Google kitchen equipment, Bronx, New York. All of it come up. Brooklyn, all of it come up. So yeah, so like I said, I'm this podcast is to give you nuggets and give you inspiration to say if I can do it, anybody can do it.
that's right.
Relationships, we're building relationships. Yeah. Next one, Mr. Long. Next question, baby.
Now, how important is your location, and how do you go about finding a location for your
Woo!
food truck?
Best place to park. Now today I was at social services for the people in Baltimore. I was at Broadway and North Avenue or Broadway and Harford Road by the courthouse in that area. I was up there today. That's a great location, but you only can get invited to that location.
Oh
You
wow.
understand what I'm saying? You only get invited. So gas stations, you see food trucks popping up at gas stations. They're great because everybody's pumping gas. If they don't have a food spot in the gas station, knock on the gas station. I think I might have lost connection here.
No, you're good. You're good.
So go on and knock on the gas station's door. Okay. Knock on the gas station's door and tell them, hey, look, how much you charge me to rent the space for my food truck, you know? And then TikTok it. TikTok, Facebook, videos. I'm a pastor, right? And I love social media. But social media for me is a business platform. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
post church stuff, but it's a business platform. Facebook, a business platform. TikTok, a business platform. Instagram, business platform. That's all it is for me is a business platform. And sometimes I get sentimental on there about my family or whatever, but it's for business. It's for making money. It's for getting people to see you for free. Where you didn't have to do Google
Right.
ads, you didn't have to do Facebook ads. Getting people to pass your information along for free. Tell all your friends like your posts. Tell all your friends like your Instagram stories. Tell all it's shit. What does it hurt for them to like your post? Just put a thumbs up because, as you know, Mr. Long, what it's going to do is going to mess with that algorithm. It's going to get people paying attention, and it's going to start picking up traffic other than your following. So yeah, so the best places to park is gas stations, churches, festivals, schools, wherever you can get in, wherever you can be a billboard on a major street, wherever you can be a billboard. Because like right now, the wing wagon is open right now, right? But everybody that's coming past here sees it as well. You see what I'm saying? So I got two food trucks in a brick and mortar, right? So wherever the other food truck is, somebody's passing it. I wonder what the wing wagon is about. I wonder how that chicken tastes, right? So I got three opportunities for somebody to pass my location because the branding has to be right. Like we do dollar wings, right? What is pronounced on here? Dollar wings. Gas going to be $5, and we still doing party wings. $1. You know, we have to make sure that we are paying detail when we are parked at a location. Got to be paying attention.
Right. You're definitely right about that. And I know Coach White,
When somebody,
is having a little technical difficulties, but he's breaking down a lot of great nuggets. He's breaking down a lot of great nuggets. I know he said your location is very important. He also touched on the licensing that you would need and the certifications that you would need. There we go. We're going to bring Coach White right back on.
oh, we had technical difficulties, but I heard Mr. Long. He stepped up. But like I said, mainly location, location, location. But when you at your location, your vehicle has to look good.
Uh huh.
Because guess what? My vehicles look good. My food might taste nasty, but I guarantee you I can sell them because my truck look good. So this truck right here does Egg Roll Empire and the Wing Wagon. So I got two concepts on this truck. I got two concepts on this truck. So I'm
Pan your
just
camera, pan your
yeah.
camera a little bit. Let the
So
everyone
I got
watching see what
so
you
I
got.
got two. So I'm gonna go back this way, and I'm gonna go like right here, like this, like this. I'm gonna pan so I can show you both logos. Right here, the Wing Wagon, and then right here, I wrote Empire, and then all of my social media, my phone number, my website, different things like that. So that way they know it's two concepts on this truck because we do the Egg Roll Empire is on this truck and the Wing Wagon. So, like I said, one idea is great, but two or three ideas are better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One idea is great, but two or three is better. You know? So, like I said, man, don't just stop at one idea. Don't just stop at one idea. Keep moving your ideas, keep moving your strategies. You know what I'm saying? If you like to cook spaghetti, do spaghetti. If you like to cook roast beef, do roast beef. Get a spaghetti brand and a roast beef brand and merge them together. That's what business is about. Look at Taco Bell. Taco Bell used to be with, I forgot, was it A&W root beer or something like that? Taco Bell, it used to
A&W.
be like two different, yeah, it used to be like two different brands in one building. You know, hey,
I
you
know I
gotta push
seen
it.
Taco Bell, KFC. I saw those
Taco
two
Bell,
together.
KFC, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Taco Bell, KFC, same difference, same difference. You know what I'm saying? Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donut. You know,
And I also
we gotta think.
saw KFC and Long John Silver together.
KFC and Long John Silver, same concept, same rule. You know what I'm saying? Same concept, same rule. But like I said, you guys, the food truck business is great, but you have to make sure that just because you love to cook food, right? Everybody has a passion, right?
Hmm.
My passion is business, and I know food trucks can make me money. So guess what? I'm a own food trucks because it can make me money. You know what I'm saying? It's about making money for me. Now somebody's passion might be cooking their grandmother's recipe, and everybody loves it, but everybody might not love it.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody might not love your mac and cheese. You know? Oh, I got the best lasagna. Everybody might not love your lasagna. So guess what? Who cares? Make your money anyway. Don't worry about if somebody loves it. Don't worry about if somebody hates it. Don't worry about it. Just make your money and go on about your business. That's all we gotta do. Donald Trump don't care about who likes him.
Right.
You know, he don't care. It is what it is. I encourage everybody push like crazy. Push your dream, push your vision, push your ideas, and don't worry about the haters because they gonna hate. That's all I got for you tonight.
But to wrap it all up for the people who are watching and listening, and for people who will catch the replay. Now, what would
Hmm.
be the give them a 5 step breakdown of how to start their food truck or food trailer?
All right, look. I'm gonna give y'all a 5 step, and I'm out of here. Right? 5 step, and I'm out of here. End it tonight. Listen, here are the 5 steps. Y'all ready? Step one: understand why your food truck is gonna work. Step two: what you really need to start your food truck. All right. Step number three: you have to pick the right menu. All right. Step number four: you have to understand the food costs. Woo. And then step number five: you got to find the best place to park. That's all I got for step number five. I'm gonna start at step number five. Find the best place to park. Step number four: understanding your costs, your food costs, your building costs of your food truck, whatever it's going to take. Step number three: your menu has to be right for your food truck. You got to know how fast you can cook it, how fast the line is going to move, what it really need to start. The truck, the generator, the fryers, all that good stuff. And step number two: why food trucks work. Mr. Long, take us out.
Man, this was an awesome episode number 14, the food truck business 101. And you know the saying that we always have, Coach White. Who
You
needs
don't need you don't need the blueprint when you got the white print. I'm out of here. Check us out, lcwhiteinvest.com, lcwhiteinvest at Gmail. Got all my information on it. Mr. Long, we out.
holla at your boys? We out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in and make sure you subscribe on YouTube at LC White.